Well, folks, day's finally here. It's May 1st, opening day of turkey here in Pennsylvania. Well, we just woke up. Aiden's already left. He's filming a buddy this morning, and me, Isaac, and D-Lod, we're going to be out self-filming ourselves this morning. So we've been driving around probably for the past week and have been hitting the fields, looking in the mornings, listening, and scouting to see if there's any turkeys coming out in the fields. So we have a pretty good idea of where we're going and if there's turkeys there or not. That's what we got going on this morning. We're going to get to the woods, and it's pretty cold this morning. It's like 36 degrees, so definitely not the best conditions. It was super windy last night, so hopefully that doesn't have the birds shut up or anything, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, just got to the spot here. 38 degrees the truck thermometer reads, so it is cold, it's windy, not the best conditions, but heading to a field where there was actually 4 strutters in it yesterday, and they were there a couple days ago as well, so I think I have pretty good chances in this spot. It is windy like I said, but I don't know if it's really going to affect them or not, because it was pretty windy yesterday and they were still out. So gonna get all my stuff together and head across this field. Well, it's a little after 5:30 right now. Haven't heard any gobbles yet, but it's really windy, so I doubt I'll be able to hear anything all morning, but I got set up over this field. I kind of got to watch for houses. There's a house over there, but I set my decoys kind of back past me, so the turkeys have to go past me in order to get to them. Like I said, there was 4 strutters in here yesterday. Let's hope they do the same thing. Just had a hen come really close by. It's there's gobbles. I just heard a gobble. I'm sick right now. I just missed that turkey. You guys saw it. I had the Jake and hen out. He came right up and was coming up to him. And he was kind of going around him behind. And I had to wait. I could have shot him when he was even a little bit closer, but there's houses back there. So I couldn't shoot. So I waited. And then by that time he was kind of getting back almost to the decoys, but he was kind of behind him a ways. And he was gonna about ready to be up over the hill from me where I couldn't see him anymore. So I shot him and I missed. I don't know if I peppered him a little bit, but I just went and looked for a good bit. I'm gonna look longer just to be safe, but I think I just clean out missed him. I cannot believe that. I'm so frustrated right now. That thing was coming in. I thought it was gonna come right to the decoys, but he kind of stayed behind him when it was gonna be behind him, and then by that time he was gonna be up over the hill from me, and I wouldn't have been able to shoot him then. Man, I'm gonna keep looking just to be safe, but I think I missed him. Had my decoys right in here, and that turkey came out there. I was hoping he was gonna walk straight in through here right to the decoys, but the gobbler kind of walked around and was starting to get over this knoll here, and I thought for sure he was gonna come into the decoys that were right here, but he kind of skirted around them. So I had to take the shot because I didn't know if he was going to eventually come into him or if he was going to just keep going on over this hill. So I shot, and I could see his neck, his head, but I think I missed him. I don't know, he was pretty far, but he was in range. I guess I should stop making excuses for myself because I didn't get the turkey. You missed him, he's gonna live. So, and I looked around the field and in the hedgerow over here and nothing. I guess if you turkey hunt long enough, it's gonna happen, but it makes you sick every time you do it. It's still early yet. I'm gonna go back and look at the footage just to see exactly what went wrong. Okay guys, I got back to the house, reviewed the shot, and when you put it in slow-mo, you can see the pattern of the gun go right in front of the turkey's head. So I was about, I don't know, I'd say a foot off from its head. I must have just pulled it a little bit left. So it's definitely frustrating, but I'm glad that I didn't, you know, pepper the bird too bad or anything. I don't even think hardly any BBs hit it because the bulk of the pattern was in front of the turkey. But just got word that Isaac shot a turkey, so we'll send you over to his hunt right now. It's the first day of Pennsylvania turkey season here, May 1st. Going to a spot where I usually go every year. 2 years ago, it was about the same conditions, windy, super cold, and they were roosted down. It's kind of in the bottom. There's like half-acre clover field next to a creek, so it's kind of out of the wind. So I'm expecting them to be there again this year. So hopefully I can get set up here. It's about 6 o'clock. Sunrise is like 6:30 or something, I'm not even sure, 6 maybe. It's starting to get late. I'm gonna run down there, I'm gonna put a Jake decoy out. Hopefully one comes running in and I can get a shot. Alright, it's a little after 6 here. I've been sitting probably for like an hour, since roughly 5. About 5:30 I heard a couple gobble way far off. Not even anywhere close to me. Then I was sitting here and I just had one gobble down. There's like a brushy field down below me. So maybe I'm hoping he works his way up. I'm sitting over about a half-acre clover fruit plot here, so I'm hoping as the day goes on, they find a way across the creek and come up here and strut around for a little bit, so hopefully they work their way up here and I can get a shot at one. It's about 6:30 right now. I'm starting to hear some gobble back in the other spot that we go to sometimes, which kind of stinks, but I'm hoping they work this way. But I heard one fly down right here not too long ago, and now I can hear hens like crazy yelping, probably only 100 yards away from me, so I'm going to try to call here.
Stupid bush is in my way. Let's go check them out. Two of them that came in. Oh, I peppered them. Oh, he's got big hooks. He's a nice one. It would have been an awesome video if that bush wasn't in the way. Man, that stinks. Came in perfect though. Ooh. See, he's got a pretty good beard. I'll probably say 9 inches, not too thick, but spurs are pretty nice. I would say it's more like a 3-year-old. They look like they're over an inch. Pretty big. See, yeah, the other one's just as long too. That's pretty good. I bet there are 2 3-year-olds coming in, especially with the Jake decoy. I thought they were gonna beat it up. That'd have been pretty cool, but they were just kind of doing like a little purr around it. There's that hen going nuts. I had the decoy right about here, and they came in. And there's that one green bush right there that I had the camera behind. I have an opening on that side of it. I thought they would come out over here where they normally do. Like, there's pine trees back in there they like to roost, and I thought they would come out there and it'd been perfect video. But no, instead they were roosted way over there. Well, got it done on the first day of PA turkey season. It was an awesome hunt. I didn't hear much at all in the beginning, so I wasn't really expecting much. Then all of a sudden I had a hen fly down not too far from me. It started yelping and cutting and everything, and then I had 2 birds fire up behind me. There's a couple big fields there behind me. I'm sitting over a clover food plot right now, and eventually they worked their way here, but they must have been roosted down the fields farther, and all of a sudden they started firing up, and I called a couple times and here they came. And I was sitting, my original setup was going to be in the hedgerow behind me, you can see in the video, but there's like a little stream that runs down there, and we had a lot of rain the last couple days, and it's just roaring. It sounds like a waterfall, so I couldn't hear anything, so I decided to set up. There's like an old house foundation here I set up in, and a bunch of brush growing around it. So if they come behind you, you're kind of sticking out. But luckily these birds, there's a gap up in the stone wall. They came and they cut on the right side, or else I would have been screwed. But they cut on the right side. I had a Jake decoy out and they came right to it. But there's this giant bush that I had to put the camera by. It's the only level spot to set the tripod. And of course they came right in front of the bush, so the camera was out of focus, and I couldn't reach over and put it on manual focus to do it. Like, they were getting a little on edge. So eventually, I think they caught some movement and they started putting, and I shot one of them. It was about 30-35 yard shot. He didn't flop much. Looks like I blew half his beak off, but it was an awesome hunt this morning, I guess. I just heard from Joel. He just missed one, so that kind of stinks. We should have 2 on the ground, but we'll take one the first day. We still got the whole month of May. We're going to New York tomorrow, so hopefully we can get one up there, and should be a pretty good weekend. Double! Oh, yes!